What up, everybody? Peace and much love. Yeah, just chilling right now. Got myself a little strawberry drink from Wendy's. You know, good stuff. The best stuff you can get. Best stuff, but yeah, nah. Just chilling like a villain. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, like, yeah, life's cool, man. Life's full of mysteries. Life's full of so many different things, unbelievable things, actually. I know I told you guys before, like I'll tell you about some of my experiences, you know, not all of them, but just some of them. But one of them was actually taking it, like, I was in the woods. Me and Christina, we went into the woods, right? And just to get a thing off, just to clear my crystals, cleanse them. And she brought her crystals as well, you know. So we went out there just to go into the natural streams, just to go along with the forest. This is a spot that you're not even supposed to be in. You know, you're not supposed to be there. You know, it's so what we did, we didn't have no fire. We just set up a tent. And so we were in the middle of we kind of went like a mile back, and then I kind of drifted through like these underground, like these vines and everything that were like they were folded over, looked like almost kind of like little people or some kind of gnomes or whatever lived there. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what the feeling it gave. And then so we got into the spot, we cleared out everything, right? And then you know, we got it all going. You know, we're there, we're good. We're not taking shrooms or nothing like that. Or we're just chilling, trying to clear these crystals. So anyways, so we're out there in the tent, and it started to hit dusk a little bit. It's starting to get a little bit dark, you know. So everything starts changing, kind of, you know, like so we're like, let's go on a little walk. Let's just like travel through this, because there's a whole bunch of trails and everything too. So what we start doing, we start venturing off to now there's like, in this little spot, it's weird because there's so many like huge little vines, big vines, not no little ones, just big vines wrapping around these trees and everything. And we're looking around, we're kind of just imagining, like, damn, that shit looks like those look like kind of like forts, you know, like little people, or like, you know, like Star Wars or something, like type stuff. So I'm trying to get into a little detail, you know. You'll hear a lot of other my videos, and then I'll start getting into more and more different things that happen. But yeah, no, this one was actually second. Turn the damn heat off. Ooh, wait. Make sure this shit's still going. No, but anyways, yeah. So we decided to go. We go underneath this tree and over to like all these little marshy areas, and then we finally find this tree, because we're kind of just looking at these vines, like, wow, you know, we're just you know, in with nature and everything, you know, and things are pretty cool. So all of a sudden we look back at the tent, you know, the tent we was in, and then the tent's like, I don't know, it's like everything, to me, everything changed, like everything, like stuff wasn't there that it wasn't there, that, you know, it's just weird as fuck, you know. So and she said the same thing, like, what the hell, what is that, why is the tent like the tent was like oversized, it looked like the tent had something else on it, you know. And then so it's like, what in the world is going on? You know what I'm saying? And to have two people saying that, it's like, it's not just a coincidence. It's just not like, oh, okay, your eyes playing tricks on you. When you get two people saying what the hell at the same time, you know, it's very odd. And then we started noticing these three characters. They're like, you can call them ETs. They all have white heads, and these ones were wearing red type gowns or whatever, and they were standing like where my crystals were at. you know, which was a weird thing. So I'm like, so what the hell is there? I'm thinking like, in my natural mind, you're gonna think like, I'm not just thinking ET, you know, and hopefully she's, you know, we're not just thinking that. I'm thinking somebody's breaking in my damn tent. You know what I'm saying? So I go back over there like, what the fuck, you know? Nah, fuck this shit. You know, somebody's trying to fuck with my shit, you know, and we got all our stuff over there. So I go back and everything's just like, it kind of like morphed back into like there was nothing, none of that shit even existed or wasn't even there. So I'm like, what the fuck? That's fucking weird as fuck. And then I'm just thinking, it was just like, damn, that's fucking weird. So then all of a sudden, so we get back and then we're like, I'm like, well, let's venture off this way. Let's go this way and see what's going on. You know, since we're still light out and everything. So you know, we're looking and stuff, and as it's getting dusk, it's like everything in the forest is changing. Everything like the freaking like the woods are changing. You know, they're changing into freaking they started changing into like hills. Like everything's flat, like where we're at. You know, everything was just a flat area, but then it started changing into like trees started changing into hills, and it was just like you could see like it was freaking Greenland hills and everything. It was so weird. And then we started seeing like little huts that were built. I'm like, well, you know, this is weird. That looks like a stone hut, because everything, a lot of stuff started turning into stone huts too. You know, like with it's almost like you was in a different dimension, different realm. You know, so we're just like kind of amazed, and I'm like, the thing is, I look at her and I'm like, you know, and I'm seeing these walls of stone. They're like probably like 200 feet high. They're huge. I mean, I can't really tell. I mean, I know people just blow it out of proportion and stuff, but this was just like it really was. It was just like, to me, it was just like beyond. You know what I mean? Beyond the normal stuff that even exists. But the thing is, I can only see it on a certain beam of light. So when I was looking, get to know the sun going down too. But I'm looking, and then I'm seeing like these walls just like, and it seems like they're miles long, because you could just look straight down, and I'm like, what the hell? What you know? What is this? You know what I mean? And I mean, you probably don't know what I mean, because it's fucking crazy. but no, then Christina started seeing it too. And then so I was like, are you seeing this shit? She was like, and then she was like, holy shit. And then she started explaining to me like what I was seeing too. I was like, she was like, yeah, the stone looks like stone and moss on it. I was like, yes, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And you couldn't see through it. It was like it's almost like you're seeing it in a different dimension. You know what I'm saying? A different realm. So dusk went down. You know, it started getting dark. So we started you know, started getting back over there to where we were. But as we was going back, we seen them other ETs again with the white heads, looking at the crystals again. Like we're like, what the fuck, you know? And I'm like, that's fucked up, you know. Obviously, instinct, I already said, it's like, you know, people fucking with our tent, you know. I'm gonna go over there and see what's up. So I did, and then the same thing, they vanished. So it started getting dark or whatever. It was getting nighttime. You know, this is in the summertime, so it gets dark later. You know what I'm saying? So what had happened though? I keep checking this shit, make sure it don't come off, man. Probably edit this shit later, but before I post it. But anyways, so this is the thing though. She went to sleep, right? And then so I'm sitting out there. I'm just chilling, because out there you can kind of see more stars and everything. And you know, she came out, and then and we're just chilling. The fuck, man? What's up? Yeah, what up? Come on, man. Here, take the bag. anyways, cut that one out too. Try to get stuff. You know, when I have to get into a flow state. You know what I'm saying? When I'm doing stuff like when I know about all this other stuff, I basically channel and shit. Anyways, fuck the window. Because when I have other people and other energies around, then I can't get into my unless unless I'm in some certain kind of mood or whatever. But no. But anyway, back to the story. So she came out too, and then and this is what there was another thing that she seen the hills and all this other stuff, and then we started seeing flashlights, like coming. It seemed like they were coming down. Like everything changed again at night. Like from dusk to night, everything changed. It looked like there was no big roads or anything. There was little trails that but we were secluded in the area that I found that nobody could find us. You know what I'm saying? So, but at night it looked like gravel roads, like dirt roads, coming down, heading to us, and we're seeing people with flashlights and all this other stuff coming down. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like army style and shit, fucking with my fucking, I had a big ass knife on me and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? You know what I'm saying? And then, we're let alone we're seeing fucking eyes and all this other shit, like glaring. I mean, it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? Weird as fuck. So but I'm thinking somebody gonna walk up on us or something, with their fucking flashlights or something. And I'm like, there was no fucking roads that led to us. What the hell's going on? You know what I'm saying? So she crept up in the tent because she was kind of scared. So I'm like, all right, I'm about to post out here. And, if anybody comes up on us, man, I had to handle my business. Nah, I mean, I'm sure ain't nobody gonna, you never know. But I'm gonna make sure shit's safe. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, so she went to bed. So I'm sitting out there, right? And then, I'm still crept down or whatever because I'm waiting. Now I'm staying out there for the next hour. She fell asleep. She went back in there, and then so I'm waiting for an hour, and then all of a sudden I see this light. Like I'm sitting on a cooler and I see like this light, and I see like this formation, and it's like it was like 8 feet tall, 9 feet tall, and it had it was a being, man. It had a white head, the same things that we've seen, but this one had a black, like kind of like a metallic coat, like almost like a futuristic coat, and like long, and I'm looking at this thing. It didn't have one of them elongated heads or nothing like that. It was just like a white head. It was bigger. It was way bigger than us, like a giant. And this thing, his head started, it was white, then it like turned like a chrome. It started turning chrome, and then it turned gold. And then all of a sudden, a bunch of little particles started coming off his head. And it turned into like a vision board. And vision board was like, not like a square board or anything, like just like if you ever look at a cartoon, you see him dreaming. It was just like that, but it was showing me stuff on there. It showed me like these crystal stones, and then it showed me like these little metal things that were coming off of them, and it showed me a whole bunch of pictures of them. But the thing was, it was telling me, it was talking to me telepathic, and then the telepathic was so clear to me, like I didn't even have to open my mouth, and it's asking me a bunch of, it's telling me that they're here under a different frequency, under a different vibration, a different frequency, that's how they can enter our world. It was telling me the stuff telepathically. They, obviously they're more into the woods, in the wooded area, but yeah, no, and it said they're waking people up, just because of all this government stuff and this shit that's going on. They're kind of seeing the future, and they're watching us and seeing this different stuff. But then it was weird because it shape shifted. This thing shape shifted into like an Egyptian god, which was, it turned gold. It wasn't like an Egyptian regular person. It was like an Egyptian giant, you know. And then it was asking me questions like why I'm not with my kid's mother, you know, and why did we split up. I said, you know, it's, you know, personal stuff, you know. It's just like you know, but the thing is, then they showed me it morphed into, or it showed me in a projection another thing, a woman, Egyptian god, and two little kids were standing next to him, you know. So I'm like freaking amazed, you know, by a lot of stuff. I mean, Christina, she has her own stories too, where she was seeing a lot of stuff too. One of these days I'll bring her on here too, where you can see, but or do a podcast or something. But this is my side of the story, which I've seen, which I'm glad she didn't see the ET. But anyway, so I went back into the tent, and then all of a sudden, because this thing, I was just amazed, and I wanted to kind of tell her. This thing, it didn't give me fear or anything like that. I wasn't scared. I was just calm as heck. And so I went back into the tent. She was just dead sleeping and stuff, so I'm sitting in the tent. And I'm looking around, and all of a sudden I can see through the fucking tent, and everything's zipped up in the tent. It's dark, you know, but I can see through it like I'm in a fucking spaceship, like I'm looking, and I can see like all this stuff. I'm like, what the hell? I can actually see the forest and everything, you know. So I'm like, so I wake her up like, hey, you know, what the fuck, you know. And then she dozing off and shit. But then as I'm sitting there, a fucking a blue firefly, like, let alone it's big. It's not like one of these normal little regular fireflies that we had. It's fucking gigantic. This motherfucker comes in, me buzzes around me. How the fuck did it get in the tent in the first place? And then fucking comes around me, lands by me, and then fucking takes off. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck? So then I'll tell you about the other time, some other time is I mean, I had some other time where I was seeing the consciousness, where I'm laying there and I'm seeing iridescent yellow, you know, just swarming like a consciousness. It's like, it's weird. It's like a vapor, like a mist kind of type shit, you know, in a really purple, like as you can see, like it's weird, and then it forms like geometric shapes. But I'm not on nothing. I mean, I swear on everything, I wasn't on nothing. But and then so anyways, she's sleeping. I go next to her sleeping, you know what I'm saying? And then I just wake up. And then I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Cause I just blurted out, what the fuck? You know? And then I woke her up. I said, where the hell are we? You know? I woke her up, and all of a sudden we're in like a 10 by 10 fucking room. You know? And then and I'm like, whose fucking room is this? She's like, why are we in my daughter's room? I said, I don't fucking know, man. I said, this is your daughter's room? Because I've never been there before. And I'm seeing the fucking the chest or whatever, her drawers and everything right up there. I'm saying, I said, she's like, well, what is it? I said, well, I'm sitting on a fucking bunk bed. You know what I'm saying? She's like, yeah, how did you know that? I said, and then there's a dresser right in front of us. She said, how would you even know if you never been to my house? I said, I don't know. Can't you see it? She said, yeah, I can see it. And then, so it was like that, and everything was it was lit up and everything. It was almost like we time traveled into some other kind of shit, you know, which was crazy, you know. And that was an experience right there. I have many different ones too. And it's also good to have a witness, you know, somebody to be with you to see this kind of stuff. But so anyways, you know, back to the story. We you know, we're like, wow, you know, we went back to bed. You know, we wake up in the morning, and then so as we wake up in the morning, like everything's back to normal. You know, it's like we go outside and it's just woods all around us. You know, in our 10 by 10 little section that we kind of chopped out with the knife and machete or whatever, and made ourselves a little forest where all the trees were surrounding us, and there was no road, there was no nothing like that. Everything's gone, you know. And I mean, that was my face-to-face experience that I had, which was very incredible, you know, to actually to know feel what telepathy actually really was, to see how they see out of their eyes, and to see this parallel world, or however it was, to actually see through a parallel world, and see these little gnomes and these little things made, you know, a bunch of, you know, a few different things, man, in one day, you know, and to be able to change into a whole nother reality to a bedroom, you know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, that was very incredible stuff, you know. But no, that's a story about about me seeing ETs, you know, and Christina as well, man, you know, and it was actually very cool. But I have other ones, but I'll get to those in some other episodes. But yeah, nah, want to tell y'all that, you know. But I'm gonna sit back here, chill for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Listen to some music. But all right, everybody, y'all enjoy your day. Peace, much love, and I'll holler at y'all later. Bye.